In April 2021, Earl Simmons, a rapper widely known as DMX, passed away a week after suffering a heart attack at White Plains Hospital in New York. Despite a career spanning over 2 decades, DMX was plagued by legal troubles, tabloid coverage, and struggles with substance addiction. However, DMX's phenomenal artistry, emotional style, and cultural impact transcended his core audience, making him one of the most popular hardcore rappers to achieve mainstream success. In one of his earlier interviews, DMX shared a sad memory of meeting the late Biggie Smalls, which was later tied to a confession made by the hitmaker of Hypnotize. Unfortunately, DMX's passing has also brought to light negative comments that he made about Diddy and how he mistreated the late Biggie Smalls. DMX claimed that Diddy had taken advantage of Biggie's talent by making him jiggy, putting him in suits and making him write lyrics for him while taking all of his publishing and essentially raping him. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at Liar. Diddy confronts DMX for exposing him for raping Biggie. Yeah, you heard it right. Hip-hop began to take on a more commercialized and globalized form in the mid-1990s. Still, DMX's emergence provided a stark contrast to the polished and high-budget rap that was popular during that period. Despite his personal struggles, DMX's talent and impact on the music industry cannot be denied. In addition to his impact on the music industry, DMX helped revive the East Coast sound and served as a model for Jay-Z's eventual commercial success. DMX's acting career also took off, and he became a prominent figure in movies such as Belly, Romeo Must Die, and Exit Wounds. However, it was his music that has left the most significant impact, featuring a potent mix of tough machismo and raw emotional honesty that resonated with audiences worldwide. Furthermore, Biggie Smalls confided in DMX about an incident in which Puff Daddy, who was not yet known as Diddy or Love, sexually assaulted him. In an interview before the release of his 2012 album, Undisputed, DMX reflected on his days as an unsigned artist and shared a story about almost securing a record deal with Bad Boy Records, only to be passed over in favor of the Lox. DMX said, "You know, the Lox got signed before I did. They were a safer group, and I guess he signed them, and it was a blessing and a curse because they were happy they got signed, and they were on the Benjamins. And then he did what he did. He made them jiggy, put them in suits, made them write lyrics for him, took their publishing, and raped them." DMX shared that he met Diddy through Damien D, Rock Butler, but Diddy decided not to sign him because he didn't think DMX was marketable. However, some critics now speculate that Diddy passed on DMX because he didn't find him attractive enough to fulfill his sexual desires, as it later became apparent that Diddy had a preference for men. "The thing I respect about Puff was that he told me to my face, he said, his voice is too rough, he's not marketable. You gotta respect that," DMX said in an interview. In the same interview, DMX expressed his admiration for Biggie and how the late rapper taught him to appreciate a good smile. Interestingly, Biggie reportedly confided in DMX about being sexually assaulted by Diddy during a meeting. Several individuals close to the two rappers have alleged that Diddy mistreated Biggie, possibly one of his best musicians, so there may be some truth to these claims. Meanwhile, rapper and former Bad Boy artist Maze released a new song titled Oracle 2 Standing on Bodies, in which he openly criticizes his former employer and colleague Sean Diddy Combs for his cruel treatment of Biggie Smalls both before and after his murder. In his latest release, Maze uses a mid-tempo beat with horns at 808 seconds to criticize Diddy's character. He accuses him of unethical business practices and not providing sufficient support to artists previously associated with Bad Boy Records, saying, "I'm the ghost of Shine. I speak for every artist who never spoke their mind, representing every artist that was left behind, from Craig Mack to G Depp. I still remember them kids trampled. For every producer, you ever stole their sample." In a new song, Maze has accused Diddy of taking advantage of the late notorious B.I.G. He alleges that Diddy did not properly support Biggie's career and that he was only interested in marketing him. Mace and Diddy have been publicly at odds since 2020, when Mace accused Diddy of using questionable business practices on Instagram. These claims have resurfaced after Diddy's emotional speech at the Clive Davis pre-Grammy dinner, in which he declared his support for artists. In the song, Mace touches on the City College tragedy from 1991, where 9 spectators were crushed during a celebrity basketball match that Diddy was sponsoring. DMX and Biggie were reportedly close, and Biggie confided in DMX about being sexually assaulted by Diddy during a meeting. Some individuals close to the two rappers have alleged that Diddy mistreated Biggie, possibly one of his best musicians. DMX had shared a story about almost securing a record deal with Bad Boy Records, only to be passed over in favor of the Lox. DMX expressed admiration for Biggie and how the late rapper taught him to appreciate a good smile. Meanwhile, rapper and former Bad Boy artist Maze has released a new song titled Oracle 2 Standing on Bodies, in which he openly criticizes Diddy for his cruel treatment of Biggie Smalls both before and after his murder. Maze accuses Diddy of unethical business practices and not providing sufficient support to artists previously associated with Bad Boy Records. Despite Diddy's tarnished image, Maze asserts that he must maintain a cheerful facade and fulfill fulfill his performance obligations for the audience's enjoyment. This aligns with DMX's commentary on Diddy's management of Biggie, where he would mistreat his associates in private but demand a pleasant demeanor in public settings. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.